Hello. Okay. Happy New Year! Guys, it's been a long time. So today, it may be quite boring video, but 2025 is gone, 2026 started, and today's video is gonna just be me sitting here and talking for around 25 minutes, or maybe longer, I don't know. And the video is an accomplishment cake video. I've got my flags right here, and we're gonna get going. It's not a vanilla cake, it's lemon cake. And yes, I only like lemon cake. It's good. It's my life. It's my life. Okay. And also I have a fork right here to eat it later. Yes, I eat it with a normal fork, because that's just how I like it. Okay, so this is gonna be maybe quite personal video. I don't know how it's gonna end up, but you're gonna get to know me better, and maybe it can inspire you in some way. So let's start. Let's start with started playing guitar. Yeah, I started taking guitar lessons, but also I started playing guitar on my own to learn it because I always wanted to play an instrument. And I mean, I ended up learning how to play guitar, and I still am. And there's no more to say about it, actually. Just that I started playing guitar. Boop. Okay. Stood up for myself and represented who I am. This one is actually a bit deeper, and I think I can go in depth on this one because not many people know about it, and especially not you guys watching my channel, I suppose. I am very supportive of gay and women's rights. And last year it happened that I was a part of many situations where I had to kind of defend my beliefs, and I had to argue. Yeah, I had arguments about it. And also, what I want to say by that is, stand up for yourself. Do it because it's worth it. And, I stood up for myself. And I'm very proud of that because it just kind of shows who I am. And I think many people were surprised when it happened there and then, because no one ever saw me as the kind of person who would speak their mind up and who would be brave enough, let's call it this way, would be brave enough to just say something up front. And also, it was quite a weird explanation, but I hope you get what I mean. Then we have started a YouTube channel, and you guys are a part of it. I started a YouTube channel for a very specific reason, and it was to load my memories somewhere, to hold my memories somewhere, because I wanted to show people, you can't see it. I wanted to show people who I am, and I wanted to show people kind of the process of my life and what's going on, and I wanted to finally show more people my singing. And I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel since I was very, very young, but I never had the courage to do it. So now, when my mindset finally changed, I decided to just cleanly don't give a fuck and do whatever I want, because at the end of the day, that's what is the most important. So, yeah. Everything goes kind of into each other. So, I became more confident about myself. And what I'm saying by that, or with that, is that I started caring less about what people are thinking about me and how people are portraying me as a person, because at the end of the day, the most important person that has to like me is myself. And it applies to everyone. The only person that needs to love you and the only person that needs to like you and care about you is yourself. The only person that you need to have expectations for is yourself. Because you are the only one living in your body, and you are the only one who actually knows how it feels to be you. And I became more confident in the sense that I am me. And I stand up for myself. And I talk about topics that I want. And if I don't want to talk about something, I'm not a part of a conversation. I started being more honest at school when it comes to teachers, and became a more honest person, if you can put it that way. I became quite... Many people view me as different now because of who I am at the moment. Many people think that I am rude because of my honesty and because of my confidence, so-called confidence. But you know, I am not a very confident person. That's also one thing. It is also a role that I build for myself, and it depends on the situation. I am only confident and comfortable in situations that I like and in situations that I am actually interested in. So if there's something that I'm not interested in, I won't be bothered to just be a part of it. And I think it should apply to everyone and anyone, because you are the only person living in your body. And if you, at the end of the day, sit at the sofa in front of the TV and think what other people think about you, it's destructive. And I'm not here to preach about life lessons and preach how you should be in your life, because of course I have my problems, I have my traumas. I am not a very confident person, as many people might think. I am not that, but I'm also not that rude as some people may portray me. Maybe I'm not the kindest, but I'm not the rudest person. But it's all about confidence. But it's not about, being your own god. It's about loving yourself as you are. And, if you love yourself and you show it openly, people are gonna think that you're different. Trust me. Or don't. If you don't want to trust me, your choice. I'm just here making a YouTube video. Anyway. Started learning a new language. I started learning Thai, as you know, from my first introduction video. And it's going good. I mean, I haven't sat down to learn it in a while, to practice it in a while, but I'm starting to understand more. I'm starting to be able to read more. The writing is the biggest problem, but I'm starting to be able to have a very basic conversations, even though I'm living so far away from Thailand. And I'm very proud of that, because I'm fulfilling a dream that I've had. And it is very rewarding. It is very rewarding because every time you get something right, you start feeling confident about yourself, and you start feeling the confidence in the language. And I feel that's the most important thing when it comes to that. But also learning from mistakes. And that's also a big part of it. Started reading more. And I did, because I've gotten really into poetry. Will it go here? Okay. I started reading poetry. I've been really into poetry recently. And to be honest, because I chose poetry as a genre because the most part of the poems are very short. But in poetry, you can explain and give a very long message using 2 sentences. And that's how beautiful poetry is, because you don't need to write something directly in order to say it. And I feel that that's the most beautiful part about art, because you don't need to show something directly. And it's not about how it looks or how it's meant to sound, but it's how you see it and how you hear it. And with poetry is that, of course, the author is expressing their own message and maybe their own story even, but it's your choice what you do with it. They're not building up a whole story, but there are very short stories that combine into one that are parts of a big story. And there's a lot of place for imagination. And that's what I sincerely love about poetry. And I think you should give it a try. Actually, I think I can show you some of my favorite books. Wait a second. I have my book over here. So, I discovered this book through TikTok. The Sun and Her Flowers. And it is a poetry book. And it talks about love as one of the topics, but also rape. I think everyone knows what rape means. Rape is one very important topic in this book. There's a lot of talk about it, and I think there should be more talk about it in the normal world. As you see, there are some markers. The green ones are my favorite poems. And I actually can read a part of it. "This is the recipe of life," said my mother, as she held me in her arms as I wept. "Think of those flowers you plant in the garden each year. They will teach you that people too must wilt, fall, root, rise in order to bloom." And it's basically about finding yourself in every problem, in the troubles of life, but it's written in poetry, in such a poetic way, where, I mean, you feel like she's hugging you with her own problems, but you feel like she's hugging you and like she says, it's okay. So, if you ever want to read a good poetry, this is amazing. Let me put it here. Okay, so that was a little, not sponsored though. Then we have started believing in my songwriting, because I've been writing songs since I was very, very little. And this is just something that I never believed in. But, you know, sometimes you should just have enough confidence. And I don't have enough confidence. But I think do it, you know, fake it till you make it. You need to do something that gives you joy. That gives you joy. And, you know, if it's bad, it's bad. But do it, because you will learn from it. And, I mean, I am so happy that I started doing it. So yeah. And actually, a little spoiler, I'm thinking about releasing a song in 2026. Maybe not in the first part of the year, but in the later part of the year. So, but if I release it, it's not going to be put on Spotify. It's going to be put on SoundCloud. So, yeah, and of course my YouTube channel. So, that's that. Deciding my future and plans. Because, you know, I'm at that age that I'm soon going to high school, and, you know, I need to choose my high school, and later on, I need to choose my university. So that's what I did last year. I searched and I found those 2 dream places that I want to go to, especially Thammasat University in Thailand. That's where I want to study. And that's the whole point of me starting this channel, because I want to show my journey to it, and I want you to see it, and I want you to kind of be a part of it, because it gives me joy, sincerely. And that's it. You know, that's very simple. It just gives me joy. So, and of course, I am stressed about those plans, and I don't know if I'm gonna make them happen, and if they will happen, but they will happen, you know. I think that, you know, it's worth believing. Very simple. Very, very simple answer. And the last one. You know, I didn't practice anything before this. So, found hobbies that make me happy. And I did. Because these are the hobbies that make me happy. I started painting, or I've been painting my whole life, or drawing maybe, but I started getting better at it, and I am so happy because of it. I can't show you anything that I've painted at the moment, because I don't want to spoil anything to other people, because some of those paintings are gifts. But I started being better at it, and I think everyone knows that feeling when you are starting to get better at something. The level of confidence, and you get boosted from that, and that's such a great feeling. And also, you know, guitar, it became a hobby. Maybe it's not a hobby that I do often, even though I should, because my guitar teacher is about to kill me soon, but it's just fun. And also, if you don't pressure yourself to do anything, it will work out. Because if you rush something and you are rushed to make everything happen, it won't be good of a product. I think that's all. I think everything I have to say, actually. So that's my beautiful achievement cake video. Okay, so yeah, we've got the picture to use for later, but okay. It's just a lemon sponge cake. I know it's filled with chemicals. I don't care. This video is a very simple video, but I hope you like it. I feel like you're getting ASMR because my mic is ending like right here. But yeah. I really hope that the next year, or this year for you guys, is going to be a great year. I hope that we all will get a better year than 2025. I hope that this year is going to be much calmer, much more chill than the last year. And, just my advice for you is just fuck it. Don't give a fuck about everything. If it's something that does not, if there's something that you do not care about, you don't have to care about it. Just say it. If someone asks you about your opinion and you don't care, say I don't care. That's my advice. Don't take life so seriously. And those advices that I gave right now, to be honest, it's not that I always follow them. But let's try. Let's try together to just chill out. To just be yourself with the mindset that you're the one who's gonna make it in life. And the only person you truly have is yourself. So, and be kind to yourself also. I think that's how I wanted my first video in 2026 to be. So, have fun. Have fun, and I think, yeah, that's the first video of 2026 right there. That's the first video. It's my life. It's my life. It's my... So, I mean, I don't know what to say. Okay. I haven't practiced this. So, the video is as it is because I want to be myself this year. So, if it's boring, you have to watch it. Anyway, okay. Cheers. Yeah. Have a great year. So yeah. Oh, sorry, someone called. So yeah. Have a great year. And just have a great year and just have fun.